All right, welcome to Talkin' Investing. I am Tom, and as always, this is not financial advice. Today, I want to talk to you about Bitcoin and the Bitcoin miners. A lot is going on today, so we cover Bitcoin and the miners quite a bit on this channel. So if that's content that you're interested in, please subscribe to the channel. And if you enjoy this video, please smash the like button. A little bit about myself. I have a background in accounting. I've been a retail stock trader for the last couple of decades. And what I'm hoping to do is just share some of my experiences with you guys, and maybe we can make some money along the way. Check out the link in the pinned comment. We have a link to our free Discord. I spend a lot of time on there, and we have a great conversation going, so link below in the pinned comment. So before I go to the Bitcoin chart, let's take a look at the big board. And I'm not going to go through this line by line, but in general, you can see this board is very, very green today. There is one exception. Cypher is down about 1%. A couple other standouts. Bitfarms is up about 8.5% as we speak. Bit Digital is up 11% as we speak. And most of the bigger miners are up 3, 4, 5, 6%. So very, very healthy green board. Some new miners that we haven't talked about yet. Stronghold reported their December operational update today, and they are up 15.5% as a result of that. So I will be doing a video on them shortly. They just recently went public, and they are a decent sized company, and they will be, I believe, now reporting on a monthly basis. So I think they need to be added to the list. Iris, stock ticker IREN, was up almost 12% right now. Wolf is up 12%. So these are all relatively new players that we have not covered yet on the channel, but I think it's time to bring those in and talk about them. So I would expect a video on each one of those over the next few weeks. Okay, let's take a look at Bitcoin. This is the last 2 days basically on the 30-minute chart. So each one of these candles represents 30 minutes. I wanted to look at the last 2 days because I'm always hesitant to call a bottom, and we certainly could retest some of these points again. But the movement for the last 2 days has been two of the best days we've had in a long, long time. So I just want to walk through that real quick. So you can see that between 9 o'clock and 10 o'clock yesterday morning, so right around the open at 9:30, Bitcoin bottomed out, and it got right exactly to this line of support that we had at $39,652. I think it got to within $2 of that line. So that was an extremely strong test of that line, and it bounced right off of that and went straight back up. I'm just switching over to the hour time frame for a minute just to show you that with the 1 hour candles, this line of support actually held. So because that move down was so fast and returned so quickly, and it was on very high volume, which is a good sign, having closed above this line of support was very, very healthy. I'm going to go back to the 30-minute and we'll look at that again, but you can see that here on the 1 hour time frame, we never actually even closed a candle below this line of support, which has been a short-term, very strong line of support. Okay, so back on the 30-minute candles, you'll see from there, we worked our way up late last night and tested this line right here. This line is the bottom of the flash crash from December 3rd. So that line has been respected as strong support until it broke right here on January 6th. So once again, that line of support turned into a line of resistance. And we've been bumping into it several times along the way. You know, we have had a small period where we popped above this on the 9th, which was 2 days ago, but that did not hold. And from there, we went all the way down and tested our longer term line of support. So we went kind of from the top to the bottom here in 1 day. And now what we've done is go from the bottom back up to this line. And you'll see that around 11 o'clock this morning Eastern Standard Time. So that was several hours ago. We ran into this line again. However, this time we crossed this. And it looks like in the short term here, this is turning into a line of support potentially. So if I switch over to the 2 hour candles, it's a little bit easier to see. Here's yesterday morning where we wicked all the way down to this line of support, but we closed above this line of support. Then here's this morning where we had a giant green candle here running up to this line of resistance, which it broke through. And now we're in the middle of a 2 hour candle, all of which is above that line. So if this can hold above the line, then these two will be a 4 hour candle that have crossed this line and closed above this line. And that will be a very positive sign for Bitcoin. Now, I don't want to be too overly optimistic. We have been fooled all too many times because in the big picture, we have been trading in a range. And our recent range has been between these two blue lines. The top one here at 43,594, which is right here. And the bottom one at 40,506, which is right here. So even though all of this activity is extremely positive for Bitcoin, we still have not even broken out of this line of resistance, which is a very short-term line of resistance. So we just went from the top to the bottom. It looks like we're heading from the bottom to the top. So it's way too soon to tell. We need to test this line to see if we're going to test and get rejected and head back down to the bottom again, or if we can get through here and start to head back up. So this is zoomed out. Actually, this is quite a bit. This is zoomed out, but this is only just a little over 1 month. You'll see a yellow line right here. This is where we were trading on December 3rd before we had the flash crash. So we were up close to $58,000 before we flash crashed all the way down to this line right here. And that is this line that we're looking at. So right now we're jumping above that and turning that back into support. That is the flash crash. So you can see that since then, there's been a lot of sideways trading. We're actually still very near our lows here of the month. If this holds, then we will have tested and the bottom will have been yesterday. Again, I'm not predicting that because we're clearly still stuck in a trading range. But we do see some positive developments. So we tested this very bottom line. We held this line of support on the 1 hour time frame. We are now breaking through this line of resistance and hopefully turning it back into support. But you can see we have a lot of steps along the way. This blue line, this just represents our short-term trading range for the last 1 week. So we got to get out of that, break out of that, and then, you know, the next two big ones in my mind is we got to get past 45,700 and then we got to get past 48,300. So obviously, those are a little bit longer term goals, but I'm hoping that it doesn't take too long if we can get back on this bull run. We now have ran up over $43,000. So that would also be a very important line to hold. If we could hold that $43,000 line, that would be fantastic. If we could go break through that $43,600 blue line, that would be even better. So a lot of upward pressure today, decent volume, but not high volume. So we're going to have to wait and see where we go from here. I want to take a look at Riot first. So you'll see that Riot hit this $25 line on September 29th, which was the end of the September Bitcoin bear run. So that became a very strong line of support. So it has somewhat turned into a line of resistance since then. And in fact, there was another giant leg down, and I have a new line of resistance that was formed on December 20th. We're almost bumping up against this line. So Riot is up 4.38% right now. So what we'd really like to see is it's at $20.97. If it could just get up over this $21.76 line and close there on the day, I think that would be a very positive step towards Riot heading back towards some more reasonable numbers. In my opinion, Riot is very oversold at this point. Again, this is not financial advice. You guys need to do your own due diligence and make your own buying decisions. So the first thing I'll look at is if Riot could just get back to where it was trading on December 27th, which was about 2 weeks ago, that would be a 26.5% increase in Riot's stock price. So that's a very healthy upside. That is, in my opinion, a very short-term goal. The next number I want to look at is if Riot can get from where it's trading right now back to where it was pre the flash crash. Now remember, Bitcoin was trading at around $58,000 in the high 57s just before the flash crash. So if Riot could get back to that point, that would be over a 62% increase in the price of Riot stock. I believe that will occur in the first quarter of 2022. That is somewhere around a 2-month price target, in my opinion. It could trickle into the beginning of the second quarter. So this is a 90-day or less price target for me. And again, this is not financial advice. So please do your own due diligence and decide for yourself what you think the risk reward is on this stock. We're right at our lows, so I'm not anticipating Riot going down significantly from here, although you never know. Last one, I just want to take a quick look at Bitfarms because Bitfarms is up quite a bit today. So if I zoom in, we are currently at $4.66. This line of support is at $4.63. So it's been fighting to stay above this line of support. So it would be nice to see it close above this today, reestablish this as a line of support. And again, I expect Bitfarms to head up in the short term and the medium term as well. Okay, so very quickly, same two calculations. We're going to go from where we're at right now, back 2 weeks to December 27th. And that would be a 31% increase in the price of Bitfarms. And we'll go from where we are right now to right before the flash crash on December 7th. And that would be about a 55% increase in the price of Bitfarms. So again, that would be my 75 to 90 day price target for Bitfarms. Another reminder, this is not financial advice, so please look at these stocks yourself and decide if any of these are right for you. So I close out with Bitcoin at almost exactly $43,000, and all of the Bitcoin miners are up today except for Cypher, which is down 1%. So that's all I got. Thanks so much, and I will see you in the next video.